welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home floor. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Golden State Warriors with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Dixon is out there with Curry, and it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's George in at the point. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Dishes it to Markkanen. George against Butler, and they call an illegal screen here.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Kessler against Curry. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I'll tell you, Steph Curry has worked so hard to develop that ball handling ability, and it shows through on that bucket. What a move from Steph.
Now, here is George. And it's Markkanen, top of the key. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded closely. That one drops for him.
Well, Colin Sexton's ability to dribble drive is probably his greatest asset. What a pretty move.
Jazz ball. George.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And he makes both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
George against Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all three levels.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. And we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler, and the coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. The offensive rebound. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Collins finds Kessler. Clock at 6. Passes it to Sexton. Over Green. Green with the block.
Well, let's remember a former defensive player of the year, Draymond Green, sending it back.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And finish off by Collins.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And the basket is good.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his scoring ability.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's George. Outside, Markkanen. Sinks the three-pointer.
You have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. And it's sent back by Kessler. And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
It's tipped. Kessler passes to George. Outside, Sexton. Curry against George. Pass to Kessler. Outside for George. Collins wide open. He fires. Dixon grabs the rebound. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against Memphis. Jackson Davis.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Dixon. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Curry's shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jazz trail by 6. Outside, George, and the pass to Collins. Back to George. Tries again, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Dixon, defended by Sexton, and the rejection by Collins.
Well, that's just John Collins erasing shot attempts with that long wingspan.
On the wing, Markkanen. Jackson Davis defending. And that one drops.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah, and after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix, and with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Shams, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. Now here's Curry after the miss from John Collins. Pass to Dixon. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Here's Sexton. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Dixon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dixon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Yeah, I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Jazz, number 1.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Now, here's Sexton. He had 25 points in the win against Memphis. Passes to Hendricks. Three-pointer. The rebound by Hield. Warriors leading by 8. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Hield. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Now, here's Sexton. To the paint. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Here's Dixon. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot by Sexton, no good. The Warriors have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's the teardrop. Here's Jackson Davis.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Pass to Hendricks. The step-back jumper is good.
And to be just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Here's Dixon. And they get it back. No good on the 3. Clarkson outside. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point lead. He kicks it to Butler. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. And he uses the glass on the way.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And the Warriors with some changes. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Payton comes in for Butler. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Dixon. Now here's Kuminga. He has yet to score.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
And guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
It's stolen by Hield. On up the court. And the dunk by Payton.
That was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Jazz trail by 10. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. It's stolen by Hield. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Looney. Hammers it on to polish off the break.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Clarkson. The rebound by Hield. Warriors leading by 12. The tray knocks down the 3-ball.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here's Clarkson. following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Offensive rebound. Here's Looney. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Inside. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
On the wing, Hield. The three. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Jazz trail by 11. Sexton the pass to Hendricks. Down low. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Three-pointer, Hield. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
We all know this guy is a volume three-point shooter. Mr. Hield does not lack for confidence.
Here's Clarkson. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This